Hello everyone, this is Jazz here at JazzOCRathLete, and welcome to my New Year's resolutions edition of Fit Tips, where I'm going to come and give you the top 5 best ways, or at least very efficient ways, that you can stick to your New Year's resolution. Alright, so this is a new series, right, called Fit Tips, right? And it can't come at a better time because a lot of people have New Year's resolutions. Happy New Year to everyone, right? Merry Christmas. And here it is, New Year, right? Everyone says New Year, New Me, for sure, right? We got our New Year's resolutions, so we have to come up with some goals, right? And a lot of those are going to have to do with fitness and nutrition and how we look, right? And it's a big battle, right? It's a psychological battle to get to the point where you make a decision to come up with goals, right? And these are goals that are definitely going to try to now shape the way you're going to look and feel, and how people perceive you, right? So I'll give you credit, anyone credit who can come up with that, right? And it takes time. It's got to be the perfect storm of emotions and psychological battle, because let's just face it, right? When we try to take our next step into a fitness journey, it requires a lot of physical activity, and this can be a lot of times for a lot of people almost impossible, right? Because there is a mental hurdle that they have to come over to complete things physically, right? So yes, we're trying to get goals physically, but we have to get a mental hurdle too, and get in the game. So there's a lot of things that we need to put into place to get there. So I'm going to try to help you do this today, right? We're going to break this up into 5 different videos, but today we're going to cover the first one, right? And that's going to be SMART goals, right? There are different types of goals that we can come up with, right? That being outcome goals, process goals, and performance goals. Outcome goals being what's the end result, process goals being what do we got to do to get there, right? Different behaviors that we need to be in place to get there, and of course performance goals, right? Which are basically those are kind of checkpoints that kind of lets us keep track of our progression. And those are the types of goals we can use, right? And we get a lot of success if we can get we can kind of hone in and make it clear with our process goals and performance goals. Outcome goals can change, accordingly, depending on what other things get in the way. Life just gets in the way. And of course, when we're talking about process goals, there are a lot of variables that come into place too, right? If you're traveling and there's bad weather or things like that, so we want to be able to put those things into place. For example, a process goal would be if you're trying to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks, or you're trying to gain 5 pounds of muscle in 10 weeks, right? You know that you have to do a certain amount of things to get there. Keeping track of your results would be your performance goals, and you'll say, okay, I lost 2 pounds this week. I gained 1 pound of muscle in the last 2 weeks, right? Okay, that said, we want to move into what I said before, SMART goals. Okay, SMART goals meaning specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Okay, so now what do all those mean? Okay, well, let's get into specific. Specific is a goal that should be clear, right? Pretty precise, right? You saying you want to look better, that's not very specific, right? You want to lose weight, that's sort of specific, still a little vague, but kind of specific, right? But then that's when you get into the other ones, right? So you have measurable, right? The measurable goal is I want to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks, or I want to gain 5 pounds of muscle in 10 weeks, okay? Achievable, right? Achievable is something that's very realistic, right? Is someone like you capable of doing these things? Do you have 10 pounds to lose? Are you someone that can gain 5 pounds of muscle in that little bit of time, right? Is it achievable for you? Is this possible for a person like you with your lifestyle, right? Make it where it's not anything too extreme. If it's too extreme, you're going to set yourself up for failure, and that's not really good, right? So we want to be able to make sure it's something that is definitely attainable, achievable, something that you can get, and it's possible, right? Because we want to be able to set ourselves up for success. All right, next is relevant, all right? So this has to be relevant to you, right? Not to everybody else. This goal needs to be relevant to you and should go along with the rest of your goals, right? Whatever you're trying to work on right now, that relevance should go right along with whatever other fitness goals you have going on. And the last one is timely, okay? So this gives us now a deadline, right? We want to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks, okay? That's a smart goal. We're giving ourselves a time to get that end result, right? This kind of helps keep us focused and lets us stay on track when we know that we have a specific time, right? And you can put it down in a calendar. It just makes things really easy for us. So those are your SMART goals, right? If we can stick with that, this is just number one. So it's not enough just to say you want to lose weight or you want to lose 10 pounds. You need to specifically say, I want to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks, and what do I got to do to get there? So that's why we have to focus on these different types of goals. So I hopefully laid that out for you. This is just one of the top 5 ways that we're going to be able to keep our New Year's resolutions. Okay, that's it for today. Share this information, subscribe, stay tuned for the next 4, and you're going to have a bonus one as well coming up in the days to come. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jazz here at JazzOCRathLete. You can also find me at Nutrition101 by Charles, but I think you knew that already. See you next episode. And welcome to my New Year's resolutions. I have to, if you're trying to get that relevance, we give ourselves a place. Shit.